Today, I'm going to be decorating 2 of my weekly planners using a lot of stickers. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And yes, today I am going to be adding stickers to my weekly spreads and 2 of my main planners. So this is my catch-all planner. It is a hemlock and oak weekly vertical planner. This is in the B5 size. The reason why I call this my catch-all, because it houses everything in here. I literally map out my day in here as well as my to-dos. So this gets pretty functional. I will show you the current week that I'm in. There's a lot of ink in here, so there's not as much room for stickers. I could probably do something more down here. I don't know though. I'm a little nervous. So we might keep it a little basic here. I might have to show some more restraint like I did this week when it comes to decorating this. But we're still going to set it up with you guys. And then I am going to also decorate. There really isn't much setup that goes on here, but I do need to decorate this planner because I like a decorated planner. So yes, need, not want. But this is my project planner. Right now, it is strictly for crafting projects because I don't have any other projects going on. And when I talk about projects, it's home projects, personal projects, not work projects. But yeah, I like to, if I have to do something that is crafting project related, like work on a memory keeper or something like that, there's just a lot of steps I need to do in preparation for doing that. So I like to map it out. I could do it in a notebook, but I really like the goal planning aspect of this. So that is why I'm doing it in a planner. And yes, I can sticker this bad boy up because I kind of limit myself to pretty much like 1 to 2 maybe projects a day. And yeah, so I can play a little bit more creatively in this particular one. I'm going to go ahead and move this one aside just because this one is going to take the most work. So I'm going to be pulling stickers from Chic Planner. I was trying to find stickers of stickers for National Sticker Day. Wasn't very successful. I used to have some Happy Planner ones, but I've used them all. But this one in Chic Planner does have some stickers. I think one of these say stickers. Which one did I see that saw stickers on it? Right here, stickers. So I'm like, this is it. This is the set. So this is going to go in here. And then for my Makse Life, I'm going to use this one. I just think it's pretty. This one didn't have any like references to stickers, but you know, planners, stickers, they go hand in hand. So we're gonna say it does. So this is what I'm gonna use for that one. I don't know. When I was flipping through, it called to me. I have some other like crafty sticker books that also have like a similar theme, but I decided to just pull from one sticker book. Unfortunately, this is sold out though. To go along mainly with the clear stickers I'm going to be using here, I did pull 2 calligraphs, Archer and Olive calligraphs, Ocean Mist and Deep Blush. I am an affiliate for both Live.Love.Posh and Archer and Olive, so check down in the description box for discount codes and affiliate links. And then I did Speckled Egg. I hope this matches. I didn't really stamp it, but I think it's going to match because I'm going to need to do stamps in here. Same like I did last week. I've already pulled out my little icons. And I also have some little stickers here. Ooh, I just changed my light. Hold on. All right. I don't know if it's the same or not, but my finger hit it when I was going to get my stickers out. So then I have my icon stickers here. So I'm going to use these. These are all random stickers that I got from Etsy a while back. So I have my little work girls. I have my little AM and PM routine girls. They're doing skincare. I have more in my AM and PM routine than that, but you know. And then I have my little, I think this was blogger is what they were called, but like filming and stuff like that. So I'll probably use that in here as well. So yeah, this is what I use to kind of add stickers to this part because they're tiny and they tell me what I need to do. I could always just use mile liners and text, but you know, sometimes I want to use stickers. All right. So with that said, the first thing I'm going to do. So I am going to set up the functional part of this first, or most of the functional part of this first. So you saw me take my calligraph and do a squiggly kind of highlight line over on Sunday. That is my one appointment this week. I do like to use markers, mile liners, or whatever to indicate any appointments, anything that I need to draw attention to in lieu of boxes in this planner, not in my other planners, but in this planner. And that is just because, you know, with this particular planner, I don't want it to be so lumpy when I try to write. And the more stickers you put in it, the more lumpiness will be in that area, especially because all the stickers are going to be in the same area. So to try to prevent that, that is the reason why I'm using mile liners. And plus, if I'm being honest, I really like the look of them. I like the look of them. I'm sorry, they're not mile liners. They're calligraphs today. Sometimes I use my tombos, but they're not mile liners. But yeah, so I use that. Now I do put stickers here, and I do put stickers pretty much in the same place. So it is going to get bumpy in certain areas, but because I'm placing them in the same place every single week, I'm thinking it'll be okay with writing. Like I said, I'm only 3 weeks in, so we'll see. I might have to kind of rethink of that a month or so in. But we'll see. We'll rework things and just be all pen and marker in the hourly parts at least. If I find that even adding these little icon stickers is a bit too much when it comes to like lumpiness when writing. I guess that's like the right thing to say, lumpiness when writing. So let's talk about the icons that I do use, just in case you missed last week's video. So I have icon stickers as well as icon stamps. So the stamps I got from Temu, the stickers I got from Etsy. I think all of them I got from Etsy. Most of them were printables. One of the shops that I get a lot of them from is Plan So Cute from Etsy, and those were printables that I got from there, and I did modify them to make them teeny tiny so that way they will fit in this planner just a little bit better. So let's talk about my icon stamps first and what I'm using them for. So I have a YouTube icon. So I put them down at the bottom under the hours for the days that I have YouTube videos that go live. Even though I have videos set for certain times, I just went ahead and put them at the very bottom just because I might want to use that time frame. Like it's not like I'm time blocking that. It doesn't mean anything. Like I don't have to do anything extra when those videos go live at like 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's the reason I'm putting it down at the very bottom and not in the time slot space. Then I have an icon for Instagram. And I put that on each day because I'm hoping to get better at posting. And I do have a social media planner, but it's a monthly overview. This is where I'm going to break down what I want to post each day. And again, because this is the one planner that I am in multiple times throughout the day, I feel like this is probably one of the best places for that, especially if it's something that I want to be consistent with or add as part of a routine. So a few other of the icon stickers that you will see me using throughout this spread is I have a kind of sound looking stamp that I use. I guess we can say it's like an announcement looking stamp, and that's kind of what I'm using it for. And I put it at the very top. There's a small box right underneath the date, and it is to draw my attention when there's like a due date for work or something I need to remember for work, or if I'm part of a PR team and there's a release or a sale that day, I'll put that there. So anything that my attention needs to go to that again is more day specific, and then I will put that up there. And then you'll see I will have a stamp for meal prep. So it's like a fork, plate, and spoon, I think is what it is. And that one is basically for just what it is, meal prepping. And I usually do that about 3 times a week or so. There may be some other like little stamps here and there that I do throw in. Oh, there's like a little planner stamp. I forget about that one. I don't forget it when I use it, but I just don't think about it. But I put one in the morning and the evening because it is separate from my morning routine and separate from my evening routine. I check my planners right before I start working, and then in the late evening is when I check them. Basically, it's for planners and journals. It's more for journals than planners, if I'm being honest. That stamp is to kind of trigger me to check all of my journals. And yes, I use a lot of things just to remind me to do them, and it's also for accountability where I can check them off. So my icon stickers, I have the little cute little icon stickers that I put at the very first part of my day and the very last part of my day that are just like, they look like skincare icons. It's like a little girl doing her skin. And that is for my morning routine and evening routine, which, yes, skincare is a big part of that, but it also includes a lot of other things that are not related to that. But they're just the icons that I will remember that that's what they indicate. Obviously, I have a little work girl icon, and that is to indicate that that is going to be my work time. Obviously, if she's not there, that means it's a day off or didn't work or something like that. And I do time block my work. So I did take the calligraph and map out my work day, which for this week is going to be 7 to about 4:30-ish. I do telework, and I do plan to work out this week and during my lunch break. So that's the reason why my day is a little bit extended. Sometimes I don't take an actual lunch break, so I just work 8 hours straight. But this week, I think I'm going to do about a 9-hour day. 8.5, 9-hour day. So I'm going to try to squeeze in a midday workout, which is, I do have a workout icon there as well. That's the only thing that wasn't a printable. That was from the Right Place Plans. But yeah, my work day icon is just to kind of signal everything that is between the bracket that I make to block out that day is going to be my work day to-dos. So that is the reason why I time block that area. And then there'll be some random icons that are pretty self-explanatory, like remember to take out the trash and stuff like that. I love my icon stickers. To me, they just add a good punch because they're cute and they're decorative, but they don't take up very much space. Like I said, I hope I can continue to use them and they don't add too much bulk in the same areas, but we'll see. I might have to give them breaks. Like I might have to do an icon every other week and then one week just do a pen only. So we'll see. And you did see where I used the calligraphs to draw lines, every other line on that left-hand side. And that is where I'm going to do my to-do list. I will say for the past few weeks, I have not filled out the entire to-do list. And that's because I also have daily to-do lists. And I've kind of been using that a little bit more. Plus, like this week in particular, the current week that I'm in, not the week that I'm planning for, was really, really busy work-wise. So I didn't really have that much like after work to-dos. So it wasn't as busy in general. So now that we talked about the function, which is important because this is my functional planner, we also need to talk about the decorating. So decorating. Obviously, I don't have very much space. So I do like limit my decorations to the very bottom. So there is a blank space underneath the hours. I have to use that for my to-dos. So I leave maybe a third of that space left open for decorating. The exception is the weekend. I don't like to overplan my weekends. I don't really want to do too much as far as even mapping out the hours. So I can put a sticker either in the hours itself or down at the bottom. This week I chose down at the bottom. So I will use the area within the hours to just write to-dos. And you can see I put my filming girl sticker on Saturday and then I used calligraphs to draw 3 lines. That is going to be the videos that I want to film that day. Has nothing to do with the actual time. Those are just ones I want to do that day. So for Saturday and Sunday, with the exception of the one appointment I have, I'm just kind of filling in things that I need to do wherever, just so I can remember to do them. All right, so I am also going to be adding stickers along the top this week. They fit pretty well, and I really wanted to add some more decor because I felt like I was like lacking in the sticker department on National Sticker Week. Even though there are a lot of icon stickers, I wanted some more decorative stickers. So I did place them up there. I have not dated this planner yet, so this is a 2025 planner. So I whited out all of the dates that are in every single week. One day when I was watching TV, like back in November, I think it was, I just had my little whiteout tape and I just whited it out. It was really, really simple. And I decided to just go ahead and redate them as I'm decorating because I might want to match the date stickers to whatever I'm decorating. The other thing I do want to mention is I did cover the calendar that was in that top right corner because, again, this is an outdated planner, so the calendar is inaccurate. And obviously a clear sticker is not going to cover it, so I did put it on my white sticker paper. So that way it was now a paper sticker and it covers the calendar. So problem solved there. I think that's pretty much it as far as kind of explaining my thought process of why I'm placing things where. I just have to be really strategic when it comes to my decorative stickers in this particular planner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this part of the video. All right, spread number 1 is done. I really like these. I think these are for like monthly calendars, the stickers I use. This is a classics, was it essential dates and numbers from Happy Planner. I have a whole bunch of Mojo Jojo ones, but I try to use these. I like these, fit perfectly here. I'm almost like when I'm watching TV, I might just go ahead and redate. I can't because I like to put stickers up there because I don't have anywhere else to put stickers. I use my sidebar. I use down here. So that kind of, you know, limits my sticker space. So I need to put some stickers up here. So I guess I can't predate this because I can put stickers on top of it. But this looks cute. This looks cute. It does look very decorated. But as you can see, I have so much room to finish off all of my functionality, just like I did here. All right, so that is that one. I'm probably going to need this here, as now this is the wrong dates, but now these are not going to be used. We are going to just decorate this up. So I think I'm going to just start decorating, and I'll probably do a voiceover and kind of chat a little bit about this planner now that I'm in my 3rd week of using this planner. And can I just say, so far, my planners, I am not second guessing any of them. I am loving all of them, which has been pretty rare. I think every year I found like one that once I got into it, I didn't love it. That is not the case. All right, so let me go ahead and just start decorating and stickering everything up. I think the horizontal layout may be my favorite layout to decorate, and definitely probably one of my favorite layouts to decorate of all time. I don't know why. I just really enjoy decorating the horizontal. I used the horizontal intermittently in 2025. I started using a Makse Life Horizontal, and was it September, October? But prior to that, I had used a Happy Planner horizontal off and on, and I really enjoyed decorating it even at that point. I don't know, there's just something about it. There's just something about it. With that said, this particular planner, it does not get as full with pen as all of my other planners. So that might also kind of contribute to me liking decorating it a little bit more. I have more room to play. So this is my project planner. Again, last week's video, I kind of went into it a little bit, but just as kind of a quick summary, when I talk about projects, it's anything that requires multiple steps, which right now is pretty much just craft projects. Eventually it's going to kind of morph into a bigger project planner. Like if I want to do yard work or redo, like there's certain areas of my yard that needs to be redone, like landscape wise, that would be a project. There's multiple steps. There's multiple things I need to do to prepare before I can actually start the project. So that is where this planner really comes into play. And it's kind of similar for craft projects, although the preparation for those certain craft projects occur like a day or two before I start the project. So not as much preparation, but you know, you guys know that a lot of times, like if you're going to be creating a certain journal spread, maybe it'd be memory keeping or something of that nature, you kind of need to think of, okay, what theme do I want? What do I need to do? Do I need to print out pictures? Do I want to look for certain journaling cards? Do I want quotes or what have you? And then try to find things to match that. Well, because some of these spreads take a while to do, as much as I can pre-plan, or I should just say plan, I always say pre-plan, but it's really just plan. As much as I could plan ahead of time for maybe the layout or the design or whatever, that will just help me out loads. Now, I never really plan designs, but I like to at least plan maybe the sticker book or something like that. This helps me there. This has really helped with my week memory keeping, which I said it really helps. I've only done 1 week's worth of memory keeping, but it really helped that 1 week. So basically what I did is I wrote like my memory keeping journal, which is also a hemlock and oak horizontal, but it's completely different than this horizontal. And I wrote, I needed to choose my photos that I wanted. I needed to print out my photos. I needed to decide on a sticker book, which I did. And then I needed to see if I had any ephemera or junk that I wanted to include, which for the first week it did not. I did not. But that's just some of the things that like I was trying to think of when to prepare for that, because I needed to pick out the stickers. Pick out the photos. And then this particular week I ended up designing them in Canva. So I had to like do frames and things like that, and then I wanted to print them and cut them with my Cricut. So there was just a little bit of a process before I could actually sit down and journal. So this helps with that. And there's also bigger projects I need to do. Like if you followed my weekly setups, you know that I had a big project. I really need to finish my travel memory keeper. Not finish, because it'll never be finished because it's going to be ongoing, but at least catch up. I've not caught up. I didn't do it at all in December. I really wanted to tackle that in December. It's been on my to-dos for the past 2 weeks. I have not done it. I'm just trying to focus on the new stuff and kind of getting that into a habit or routine. But that is like a project because, again, there's a lot of photos involved. There's a lot of trying to find photos from trips from like 5-7 years ago. So that is another perfect example for this planner. I have not planned for those projects in this planner. Maybe that's why I haven't done them. All right. As you can tell, I haven't really talked about the decorating because there really isn't much to talk about. I'm throwing down stickers, and then I'm throwing down boxes, and then I'll throw down some bullet points. The boxes and the bullet points are strictly for aesthetic reasons. I kind of explained how I use them, so you know that I do use the bullet points. I do a lot of lists. Where the boxes are, I will write my list in the boxes. So yes, I just want to make this page look cute, and the boxes and the bullet points help, of course, along with the stickers. I will say, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, I do use the habit tracker. And I'm tracking things like I want to be better about taking photos. So I write photos, and then I check the days that I do it. So I've been trying to like write certain things. They're not all project related or all craft related. It's kind of just certain things that I can easily track when I get into this planner, because I honestly only come in this planner probably about 3, maybe 4 times during the week. So it's not something that I would have to come in every day to track. So it's kind of simple things, but I do use the habit tracker. I think it's a very cool feature in this planner, and I'm really glad that it's there. And I figured, why not use it if it's there? So I think that pretty much sums up this spread. So now I'm going to just kind of add the final touches, which in this case are going to be my check boxes. And then I am going to come back and wrap everything up. All right, guys, there we go. This turned out so pretty. I love this page. I love this page. I definitely needed the boxes just because of the space that's in there. I feel like the boxes added a lot to this. And I will say this is more than enough writing room for this particular planner. And some days this might be too much writing room. It's just for my projects, which right now are, like I said, are strictly creative projects. So there isn't that much writing going on. You can see this week, the week prior. So it's not super full compared to like my catch-all planner or my social media planner or anything like that. So this is more than enough writing space, and I was able to have fun with stickers, which is the whole point of a decorative planning, right? To have fun and make you smile. All right, guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press that like button. And if you've yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.